For this first stage, the tour goes to the east. 14 teams are present. Morocco lacks Mohsin Lassani, who won the latest Tour du Faso, Ivory Coast, and Le Grand Prix Chantal Biya, but that does not take away the Moroccan ambitions. And then there are those who never participated in the Tour of Rwanda. The Egyptians, who are sort of discovering the country of 1,000 hills. The pharaohs of Egypt have not yet shown what they got. Perhaps this morning, their bearings are stable. There is Jérémy Bescon. Yesterday, in the general, the French positioned himself in the middle of 4 Rwandans among the top 5. The good mood all over. Rwandans definitely made the trip. And Meron Teshom is very much there for the start. The Eritrean who moved us yesterday with his tears.
I think it will be the easy stage from this tour. I think it's normal stage, it's not it's not so hard.
There are challenges to consider though, the Rwandan team and the fans.
Our target is like last year, is to continue to win the Tour of Rwanda. As we prepared our riders, we did a good preparation, and I have a big hope that we will win again this year.
You know, we talk about the Tour de France, and that is obviously the pinnacle, but for all of these riders in these small towns in Rwanda, in Côte d'Ivoire, in Gabon, in Cameroon, they are all looking at their own home tours to see a way to be able to get onto the big scene. And that's why it's so important to have an African calendar, to have races in Egypt, Morocco, South Africa, Zambia, Rwanda, Uganda. That's why all of these international events around the world have become a platform for African cyclists to step one step up the ladder to then hopefully one day go forward to race on the international circuit like the Tour de France and the Tour of Spain and the Tour of Italy. But it all starts here, grassroots, with all of our local African tours.
Everyone wants to be in the front row for the start of this stage, which started with a minute of silence in support of the French people following the attacks of November 13th in Paris. With a large audience, here it goes for Rwamagana. Right at the start, Morocco attacks. Aziz Chakri making his point clear. He takes a few meters ahead of the rest of the main field. Reduced at high speed by Rwandans, who managed to catch the Moroccan. The main field, together again, Rwandans lead the way. The yellow jersey, Jean Bosco Nsengimana, right in the middle, well protected by his team. Amavui, the cycling version, has decided to manage the race, encouraged by enthusiastic fans. The 4th overall, Jérémy Bescon, brings up the rear, remains behind all the runners. Rwandans are mastering the race. They kept in front. The team protecting their yellow jersey, Jean Bosco Nsengimana. A show that seems to be appreciated by every fan who has found a special place on the edge of the road to live this great continental event. Changing weather, a light rainfall, and a change of the pace. Two men reset the rhythm imposed by Rwandans. Mexel Debese and Meron Emmanuel take the lead. The two Eritrean of Bike Aid blow up the main field into smaller groups, but they are caught up. And that is where Mikel Ayob accelerates quite close to the mountain classification. Mikel Ayop, 13th in the overall standing. He is at 19 seconds from the lead of the race. He wins the only difficult stretch of this stage. At the end of the mountain classification, the main field pulls itself together, grouped again at the entrance of Guamagana before cheering supporters. At 2 kilometers from the finish line, all riders are still together. The runners sprint to the victory. The suspense is at its peak. Until Mexeb de Bessé claims his place.
Yeah, it was hard for me because I was in Burkina Faso, so today it's sure for me it was hard.
Mexel de Bessé, under the colors of Bike Aid, wins. Meron Tashom is second, and his teammate Aaron de Breston is third. The yellow jersey is still for Jean Bosco Nsengimana. In general classification, Mexeb de Bessé is fourth, 12 seconds behind the leader of the race.